Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, you may ask why Scotty Barnes is so competitive. He says it started while I was young. I had two brothers, and we always wanted to be better than each other. We just competed. As a kid, I just wanted to beat other people, no matter what it was. Kevin, whether it was foot races or basketball, he's still getting after it. Back to you.
He has. Not much has changed, has it, DA? Thank you. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Tiny out there with Fisher. And there's Doc. And there's the Bulldozer. And for Toronto, we've got Flash. Scotty Barnes is out there with the great one. Then it's Barnes. And it's Stewart in at the 5. And Greg, something to keep an eye on in this one, the big men. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Pass to Doc. Stewart with the steal. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
The Raptors shooting their first free throw of the evening.
Team foul at the line for Toronto. Shooting one.
What's up?
And that one misses.
Guys, I've got to say, one of the things I love the most about the Toronto Raptors, how special their fan base is. Really, when you think about it, Canada much more associated with the great sport of hockey, but they love professional basketball.
Oh, you're right. This fan base here in Toronto is terrific and certainly gets excited to cheer on their Raptors. They love them.
They do, and their theme is, quote, "We the North." You can truly tell how much these fans love the Raptors. Remember the scene in Jurassic Park outside the stadium, that special area when the finals were going on in 2019. It was pure pandemonium.
And he knocks down the first one. Fisher hits them both. Doris, since 2000, the New York Knicks have won a grand total of one playoff series. What are their issues? Why the problems?
Yeah, I think, Kevin, you always evaluate an organization in its totality. You start with the ownership group, then you go to the general manager, down to the coaches, and how is your roster? What caliber of player is there? Clearly, they have not had stability amongst the GMs, the coaches, or the personnel. It does, however, appear that they are moving in a direction with a clear plan now.
Got a piece of it. And here comes the break. Pass to the Bulldozer. Some nice passing by New York here. And the basket by Tiny.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
Nice take. Staying aggressive with this game, still very much up in the air.
Now, here's Stewart. Here's Lawrence, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, the bounce pass put right on the money. Nice assist.
Looking at the Knicks, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Spurs. Here's the Bulldozer. His last outing, he had 18 points. Fisher, a screen on Barnes. Here's the Bulldozer, and stolen by Barnes. Stewart down low. off with the layup. Here's Tiny, covered by Barnes, and there's the pass to Doc. Pass to Bulldozer. Here is Doc. 5 on the clock. Here's the Bulldozer. And the 3 off target. Barnes outside. Pass to Lawrence. Here's Stewart. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The dish to Fisher. Powered down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Now, here's Stewart. And here's Barnes for 3. And again, Toronto no luck. Here's the Bulldozer, covered by Barnes. The Bulldozer, no good. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Fisher, a screen on Barnes. Here's the Bulldozer. It's stolen. Now the Raptors moving it up. Oh! And he jams it with authority.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Passes it to Doc. Here's the Bulldozer. That one, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
Yeah, I mean, every time out, it's a learning experience to some degree, but that's not what they were looking for.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it hurts a little more when you play well and fail to close out a game. That was one they should have won.
And a big issue for teams, Greg, this time of year, keeping players healthy for the long haul. Coaches, we're seeing, starting to adjust rotations, keeping an eye on guys' minutes.
And, Kevin, it's such a long season. The teams have to keep the key players fresh. It's not a strategy everyone loves, but it's a necessary concern in today's NBA.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And so he makes both from the line. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And Toronto has possession. The Knicks making the shot. And that one's good, Barnes.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Driving the lane. Good work there as it goes.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
The pass to Stewart. Barnes kicks to Barnes. Off target with his 3.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Good on the bucket.
Way to create just enough separation to get that shot to go.
Well, to me, that's about skill overcoming size. And how about the fearlessness at the offensive end?
Here's Stewart. The Knicks making the shot. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Here's the Bulldozer, covered by Barnes. Down low, here's Fisher, and he banks in the layup. Fisher's got 6.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Barnes kicks to Barnes. Back to Barnes. Lets it go from deep. They get the rebound.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Here is Doc. Just could not put it together in that loss to San Antonio. And the foul called on ABC. That is his first foul of the game. Porter's checked in for Barnes. The Knicks also changing it up. Robinson comes in for Doc. And quickly in for the Bulldozer. Outside Robinson. Fisher, the pass to Tiny. Here's Quickly. A three-pointer, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Toronto Raptors. Here's Stewart, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Tiny. Pass to Robinson. From 10 feet out, and that one goes long. The Raptors have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. The shot by Stewart with no one around. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Now it's a 5-point Raptor lead. The Knicks have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Fisher a screen on Stewart. To halt the run. No good on that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Porter, no luck. Knicks trail by 5. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes to Fisher. Takes the 3. Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto's gone a meager 1 of 6 from three-point land since we got started tonight. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
His first personal foul.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Raptors?
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball, looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
First free throw is good. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Ken Burge has checked in for the Raptors. Young comes in for the great one. Barnes hits them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Live by the 3, die by the 3. If you're perimeter dependent, you don't really know game to game how it's going to go.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The 3 ball, too critical in today's NBA.
And let's bring up a list of point guards that over the last month have been on fire from three-point land. You take a look at Barnes, second in the league, extremely accurate from beyond the arc.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
You know, and having that element of long-range shooting ability makes them a tough puzzle for defenders to solve. You know, it's an invaluable asset for a point guard, and these players have it in a big-time way.
And stolen by Barnes. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's good, 2 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Barnes kicks to Porter. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And the pass to Barrett. Fisher, a screen on Stewart. Here's Barrett. Good, nice job down low. Now it's just a 3-point Raptor lead.
Good concentration from the man out of Toronto, Ontario, R.J. Barrett. Go ahead with the contact finish.
Barnes finds Stewart. Over Barrett. And the Raptors miss again.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Knicks trail by 3. Quickly with it. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. And that one's good from Fisher.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
11 feet away. Stewart misses. And Barrett has got the ball here for the Knicks. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Pass to Young. Outside Porter. Young sets a screen for Porter. And just miss after miss right now.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Now, here's Quickly. Toppin sets a screen for Barrett. The wing jumper off target.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
And growing up around basketball, R.J. Barrett's dad played a bunch of places. R.J. spending a lot of his childhood in France.
Now here's Barnes. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Milwaukee.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance.
Barnes against Quickly, and Robinson throws it down hard.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
So, timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Raptors making a switch here. Boucher is checked in.
Looking now at the numbers for Stewart. This past month, he's really set himself apart, getting around 24 points per, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
Toronto trailing. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Young, a screen on Barrett. Back to Barnes. A 3-ball. That shot no good. So New York will take it the other way. Barrett against Stewart. Now here's Barrett. Guarded closer. Nice D from Porter.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And Stewart gets it to go.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
That's his second personal foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And the first one drops. Flynn's checked in for the Raptors. And quickly drops them both.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
There's 18 seconds left here in the first quarter. Now Flynn. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. 6 on the shot clock. Stewart passes to Young. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Young's got it all tied up now for Toronto.
You can see how comfortable Thad Young is. Give him the ball, let him go into attack mode.
It's all tied in Toronto. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
The Knicks, 27.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And what do you guys think about the Raptors here so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
Barnes out there with Flash. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Barnes, and it's Stewart in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows. The chemistry Toppin has with his teammates, just get up over the rim and finish it with authority, Obi.
Here's Barnes, driving in, lays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got 13.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut to just one on the basket from Barrett.
Yeah, R.J. Barrett is always working on his perimeter game, and he makes easy work at the mid-range.
Pass to Stewart, 14 feet away, and the Raptors tack on 2 more. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's the bulldozer, covered by Barnes. Here's the bulldozer. Here's Toppin. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Barnes. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
That's good from Barnes. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Here's Doc. And it's the great one with the rebound. Raptors leading by 5. Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now.
Stewart, good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
There's the lob to the hoop, and Toppin throws it down.
Well, the versatility Obi Toppin has in the low post, mid-range, 3-point line. He's that modern-day 4 and 5 position, guys.
Passes it to Lawrence to the right side. Here's Stewart. That 3 off the mark. Knicks trail by 6. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Here's the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Take a look at Doc. He does a great job inside. One of the top rebounders in the league.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
On defense, Toronto, 6-point lead.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Here's the bulldozer. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Clock at 4.
I'll tell you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Here's Barnes. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 4 rebounds in this game. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Barnes looking around. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Barnes has got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Inside, here's Toppin. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
There you see some of the relentlessness of Obi Toppin. This guy will come at you if given the minutes and the basketball.
The Knicks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw is good by Toppin.
It's always fun to watch a young player like Obi Toppin adapt to the league. He has done a really good job rising to the challenge of NBA level play.
And both free throws good for Toppin. And so here's Toronto. 6-point game. Barnes outside. Now here's Stewart. Not a lot of room. That savvy little up fake there. Fooling the D. Stewart's got 5 points in the quarter. The pass to Doc. It's in. That's his 3rd field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5. And the Raptors with the ball. 6-point lead. Barnes passes to Lawrence. Fires for 3. And that one's good. Barnes has got 20.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Toppin up top. There's a screen by Toppin to the inside. And here we go. Fast break. Barnes has got it. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 11-point Toronto lead.
Opportunistic play by Scotty Barnes, recognizing his teammate makes a defensive play. Let me get out in transition.
Pass to Tiny. The jump hook. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the left wing. Fires the 3. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And 2 more 3-point field goals for him here in the second quarter. Somebody had better get a hand up.
New York takes timeout. ABC really making a difference here.
This is a timely timeout because this guy is hurting them. They've got to figure it out.
Toronto making a change here. Birch is checked in.
Yeah, a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. He's one of the standouts over the last month. He's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it to me is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
They need this. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Birch. Raptors moving the ball around. It's good from Barnes on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got his 4th assist in this one.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Passes it to Doc. Here's the bulldozer. And it's Toronto with the rebound. The Great One's got his 4th rebound in this one. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Doc. Fisher comes in for Toppin. And quickly in for the bulldozer. Raptors leading by 17. And here's Stewart. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold, already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
Barnes with it. He has 5. Birch kicks to Barnes. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
All right, Scotty Barnes showing us you want to be in the dunk contest, young sir.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
Now, here's Stewart. He's got 15. Now, Fisher. Five to shoot. Count that as his 4th basket of the night. Just 7 shots to get there.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Here's Lawrence. Robinson pulls it in. Robinson's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now the pass to Quickly. Teardrop shot, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Quickly's got 6.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
And the Raptors call time here. Some changes here for the Raptors. Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for the great one. And Porter subbed in for Scotty Barnes. R.J. Barrett's checked in for the Knicks. Quickly against Barnes. And the Raptors miss again. Knicks trail by 13. Tiny the pass to Barrett. Pass to Fisher. Fires the three. And that one is off. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Porter kicks to Barnes. No good from outside.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
To the middle. Here's Fisher. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
Barnes outside. And the basket is good. Barnes has got 22 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Pass to Stewart. Back to Barnes. Lets it fly. It's rebounded by New York. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. To the paint, here's Fisher, and he goes in for the dunk.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Barnes passes to Young. Back to Barnes. Over quickly. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. And now, 24 points for Barnes. Quickly against Stewart. Quickly kicks to Barrett. Here's Fisher. The shot, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Quickly against Barnes. Passes it to Young. And he drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Raptors have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Stewart. Chris Boucher's checked in for Kem Birch. And so Stewart nails both of them. Knicks trail by 15. 50 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Barrett against Stewart. And Barrett gets it to go. Barrett's got 4 points this quarter.
This is a relentless scorer who is unafraid to work on the inside. In the paint, RJ making his presence felt.
Barnes passes to Stewart. And again, no good by Toronto.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barnes against Barrett. Shot clock at 6. Fisher, a screen on Barnes. Barrett, no good. And so it's the Toronto Raptors looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Well, Coach, this first half has been a struggle. What's been the problem?
Lack of intensity. We're back on our heels. They're attacking us. We're not getting much done.
I do not envy those young men going into the locker room right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
Thanks for tuning in. Welcome. A clinic execution so far, as it's been a dominant showing for the Toronto Raptors.
They've been money tonight. Matter of fact, they've got the shmoney, Ernie. Get it? The shmoney.
No,
great,
I don't.
Great game, though. It's a great game plan. Shaq gets it.
Actually, I don't get it either.
Creating their offense, and they're converting open shots.
Must be nice as a coach to sit back and watch what you drew up work to perfection.
It's not about the money. It's about the shmoney.
You know what rhymes with shmoney or money? Dummy.
Next up, the power rankings. Let's take a peek at which teams are at the top of the association.
Well, I think for the Raptors, I think at the midway point, sometimes teams hit that doldrum. And it could be a case for them slipping in the rankings.
This is when your leaders have to step up, set the example, and be vocal when you need to. Doldrum.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. When you look at ABC in this game, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Fisher. Also Tiny out there. Doc is out there with the bulldozer. For three. It's rebounded by Doc.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Tiny, the pass to the bulldozer. Fisher with the ball. Stewart on him. Fisher can't hit. Raptors leading by 13. Barnes outside. Off target from three-point range.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively. And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
There's the pass to Barnes. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
That's big-time length and athleticism by Scotty Barnes, leaving no doubt.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's the bulldozer. And that one hits back iron.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Here's Barnes. He's got 24. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got his 6th rebound on the night. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Lobbed up there for Barnes. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. 26 points for Barnes.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Out to the wing. Here's the bulldozer.
his second personal foul.
Raptors leading by 15. Stewart passes to Lawrence. He kicks it to Barnes. Jacks up a three. It's rebounded by New York. Fisher's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Bulldozer. Lets a floater go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. The Knicks have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Barnes passes to Lawrence. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Raptors have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances.
2 shots.
That one is off. And he sinks the second. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Doc.
Raptors foul. Stewart. That's his third personal foul. Second team foul.
Here is Doc. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to the Bulldozer. He gets that one.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Toronto leading by 12. Down low. And Stewart gets it to go. Stewart's got 19 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
The fadeaway off the left rim and out. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Barnes outside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Now let's go to the 2K leaderboard to look at the teams that specialize in intimidation. Number 5, the Knicks.
I mean, terrific rim protection. I mean, they rotate and help on the inside as well as anybody. And, of course, you want to keep offenses on the outside shooting jump shots, and that continues to be the goal.
And he makes the first. Toppin, he's checked in for the Knicks. Barnes hits them both. Knicks trail by 16. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 6. Fisher a screen on Barnes. The Bulldozer, no good. Toronto's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And here's Barnes for 3. Knicks with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Kicks it to Toppin. New York, no good that time either. Raptors leading by 16. Here's Stewart. From outside, off the mark.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
The pass to the Bulldozer. To the inside, Fisher. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
And the Raptors call time here.
Start it.
See the numbers for the great one. Averaging about 18 points per, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And you talk about defensive presence, he's the real difference maker on that end.
Yeah, he's always somewhere around the ball, finding ways to help his team by shutting down the opponents.
Launches a 3. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. Barnes has got 5 assists in the game. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Lawrence passes to Barnes. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Bulldozer. He kicks to Toppin. Here's the great one. Toppin covering.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Doc. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 2nd in field goal percentage, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And you mentioned it, he's the 2nd best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. And the first one at the line is good. Porter's checked in for Toronto. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Barrett's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Knicks trail by 17. Here's the Bulldozer. He's got 6. Barnes up top. Barrett covering. Barnes bounce pass. Pass to Lawrence. Fader on the way. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got 6 assists here tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Raptors.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Back to Stewart. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Barnes down low. Rocket 6. No problems knocking that one down. 14 points for the great one.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
Passes to Toppin. Barrett against Porter. Toppin sets a screen for Barrett. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Toppin throws it down.
Well, critical in the pick and roll that you be able to deliver the ball in a timely spot and in the right position. And R.J. Barrett does just that.
The pass to Stewart. Lets it go from 11. And there are the Raptors with another bucket. New York calls timeout. Last year, as we know, the NBA, Doris, named the members of the 75th anniversary team. Any players that were missed that you think should have been on that list?
I mean, the one guy that comes to mind immediately is Klay Thompson, who will go down as one of the great shooters in NBA history. The problem for voters, I think, is the challenge of weighing the accomplishments of prior generations with what we are witnessing today. It is a challenging vote. There's no doubt Klay will be top 100 when it comes in 25 years.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Toronto. Chris Boucher comes in for Scotty Barnes. Here's Quickly. He's got 6. Pass to Barrett. Here's the floater. The shot, no good. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. Porter in the corner. And he gets the bucket. Porter's got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, not too slim to mix it up inside. Nice work by Porter.
Here's the bulldozer. Quickly with a wide open look. And the Knicks miss again. Raptors leading by 21. Here's the great one. He's got 14. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Barrett the pass to Doc. Barrett against Boucher. 6 to shoot. Baseline J on the way. Barrett, no good. Raptors shooting it beautifully here in the third. 56% from the field. Here's the great one. 16 points for him. The baseline J off the mark. And here's Barrett. There's a screen by Robinson. Barrett the pass to Robinson.
The athleticism of Mitchell Robinson is something to behold.
Raptors leading by 21. And Greg, in the era of positionless basketball, Mitchell Robinson is an old school center, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, during his first 4 years in the league, Robinson didn't attempt a single three. Has led the league in shooting percentage, so Mitchell knows his role.
Here's the bulldozer. 6 points for him. Looking to end his cold spell. And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, this is where Mitchell Robinson can make his impact on the offensive end. Get the putback with that verticality.
Here's the great one. Quickly covering. And it's the great one missing. Knicks trail by 19. Barrett with the ball. 9 points in the game so far. Robinson sets a screen for Barrett. Now the feed to Robinson. Pass to Doc. From outside the arc. Barrett, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Here's the bulldozer. And there's the foul. It's on Chris Boucher. That's his first foul. Some changes for Toronto. Khem Birch comes in for Thaddeus Young. And Flash is subbed in for the great one. And a switch here also for New York. Tiny is checked in for the bulldozer. Robinson a screen on Barnes. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Porter looking it over. It's good from Barnes on the assist from Porter. 34 points for Barnes.
having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Quickly the pass to Barrett. Six on the shot clock. New York needs to get off a shot. The three-pointer is right on target. Quickly's got his third basket of the night.
Well, you can see it's a matter of pride out there for these guys.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Barnes kicks to Stewart. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
Barrett against Stewart. Robinson a screen on Stewart. Barrett wide open, he fires. And again, New York with the triple.
Well, it's all about how do you get the best players on your team, the shots they want in the offense. Put RJ in pick and roll and let him go to work.
And so it's Toronto with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. And they've created a bunch of turnovers with that terrific D. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Barnes. Barnes out there with Flash. Then there's Kem Birch. And it's Stewart in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
At the line for the Knicks, Fisher, shooting 1.
One shot.
And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Lobbed up there for Barnes, trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here's Barnes. Uses the glass to finish the layup. That's 36 points for Barnes.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books.
Look out! Strong finish.
A move straight out of the circus. It's showtime.
Yeah, that might be too wild, in fact, Greg, for the circus.
And for his coach, holding his breath partly because of the spectacle and partly because he doesn't want him to miss.
That one good for 2.
Well, it's easy to say. This guy wanted it more, creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Here's Fisher. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his 4th personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for New York, Fisher. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
And the Raptors making a change here. Young's checked in. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for New York. Fisher hits them both. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Barnes kicks to Stewart. Back to Barnes. Takes a three. Sinks the triple. Barnes has got 39.
After hitting only one from downtown in the first half, he's exploded with 3 since.
Here's the bulldozer. Here's Fisher. It's deflected. Passes it to Barnes. And Barnes gets double teamed. 3-pointer. And there's Barnes. That's good on the assist from Thaddeus Young. And the Raptors lead by 20.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Young finds Stewart. And he converts the layup. Stewart's got 21 in the game.
Well, they're trying to establish their attack down in the paint, and make no mistake, these help their overall confidence.
And there's the pass to Tyler. Robinson with it. Guarded by Stewart. To the middle. It's good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Raptors leading by 18. Barnes outside. Oh, and the dunk by Barnes.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Floats one. Tries again. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Stewart's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Barnes passes to Stewart. And there it is for him.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
And we all know that injuries are a part of the game, Doris, but it seems like for taller players, bigger players, there can be an additional challenge. Why is that?
Well, think about it, Kevin. If you're a 7-footer who maybe goes between 250 and 280 pounds, playing an 82-game grind with so little time for rest and for healing, the modern game with all the movement that's required, that is particularly challenging for any big man of that size.
Now Fisher. Fisher, a screen on Barnes. Here's the bulldozer. A beautiful reverse layup.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Barnes passes to Lawrence. Now Stewart. Barnes outside. Pass to the great one. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes. 19 points for the great one.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Here's the bulldozer. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
At the line for the Knicks, number 25. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. Isn't it great? The NBA is becoming a global product. As more games are scheduled overseas. Doris, any locations you'd like to go to call a game? Maybe you and I could do a game in the Bahamas. How does that sound?
I love it, Kevin. If they're tipping it up, I'd love to be there. And think about it, beyond the travel and the opportunity to see the world, the opportunity to expose new fans to this game that we love so much, certainly not something to take lightly.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
From the arc, it's rebounded by Scotty Barnes.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Stewart finds Stewart. Here's the great one from deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. The great one's got 18 points now here in the second half. The Knicks have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Fisher, a screen on Barnes. Here's the bulldozer. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires, high post. That shot is off. Now Toronto takes it the other way. Here's Lawrence. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Yeah, we know this about Scotty Barnes. He has a team-first mindset. Finds the open player in that instance.
Here's the bulldozer. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Wow, he looks like a completely different player in this half. He's found his rhythm.
Barnes passes to Lawrence. Good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist. Barnes has got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Here's the bulldozer. Right wing. We know the NBA is exploring alternate broadcasts for selected games, allowing users to pick their commentators. Doris, should you and I be nervous?
Kevin, I'm always nervous, and you will always be the 18. Come on, my man. The fans know they need to listen to Kevin Harlan.
You are, Doris, way too kind. Coming from you, a Hall of Famer, you kidding me? I'll work with you any day, and I'll do the analyst, and you can do the play-by-play. How does that sound?
Kevin, love it.
Pass to Fisher. Shot from 12. It's deflected. Here's the great one. Passes it to Stewart. Back to Barnes. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
5th personal foul. 2nd team foul. At the line for Toronto. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Some changes for Toronto. Ken Burge is checked in for the great one, and Porter subbed in for Barnes. Both good from the line that time. For a while, the East was all LeBron. And the West? Well, Doris, as we know, the West was dominated by Golden State. But now, does the league, do you feel more wide open?
Well, certainly when you look at last season, I thought there were 4 teams in the East that absolutely had a shot to make the finals. Contingent on health. Obviously, Milwaukee, without Chris Middleton, struggled to get over the finish line. In the West, you have 3 teams who I thought legitimately could advance. So certainly the gap between playoff teams feels smaller.
Here's the bulldozer, covered by Barnes. Toronto grabs the miss. Now, here's Stewart. Stewart kicks to Barnes. It's rebounded by Doc. Doc's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Now the pass to the bulldozer. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
Here's Stewart. And the shot is long. And for the Knicks, the shooting in the fourth has been tremendous, 59%. And here is Quickly. Out to Barrett. There's the triple. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The 15-footer, and he nails the jumper. Barnes has got 49 points in the game.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Toppin passes to Doc. Looking for quickly. He gets it there. And that one drops.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Barnes outside. Pass to Stewart. Off target from outside. And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. Here's the bulldozer. Doris, the NBA keeps talking about the idea of an in-season tournament, taking a cue, I guess, from European soccer. Do you like that? Do you think it would work?
Well, the European soccer situation has the advantage of tradition and history. There's meaning behind it. Obviously, I'm open to a little drama in the middle of the NBA season. The challenge is convincing the players and their representation, the Players Association, that this is something of value.
And the first one drops. Young's checked in for the Raptors. Barnes comes in for Porter. And so he hits both. Toronto's gone 4-6 from beyond the arc in the fourth quarter so far. Barnes with it. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Barrett, covered by Birch. Out to Barrett. Back to Toppin. And Toppin throws it down.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still, 2 more to go in the season series.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Barnes.
And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Basket good.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Third team foul. At the line for Toronto. Stewart. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good. And so Stewart nails both of them. There's 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Barrett. There's the pick. Over Stewart. Barrett, no good. Barnes outside. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we present our New Balance Player of the Game, ABC.